Okay, so the third way that we can use AI to really help make things accessible for kids and families is to help us create a child-friendly explanation of their profile. Now, I do a lot of workshops and teaching around how to help kids explain their experiences. So we have their words when we're trying to explain their profile to them. And I highly encourage you to watch those webinars so that you know what kind of language to put into a prompt like this. But when you're really stuck on how do I explain this very complex concept to an 8-year-old, AI is an awesome tool to really get your wheels turning. So let me show you what I mean. Now we're going to go back to this prompt library that is a living document. And the way that you get here, just as a reminder, is explainingbrains.com, practitioners tab. And then there is a link to the AI prompt library. So, and then this prompt right here is actually really fun because I'm asking the AI to interview me about the child, and then it's going to help me explain things to the child in a way that they're going to be able to understand. So you can do this in ChatGPT because we're not putting a child's story in there and it's very generic. But as I've mentioned before, I really like hanging out with Bastion because it's a HIPAA-compliant platform and I don't need to worry about those things. So you can copy and paste what I put in the spreadsheet, or if you have Bastion, you can use your library here. Now, I'm going to have it ask me for the child's diagnosis, their strengths, their challenges, and then I'm going to have it use my sentence template that I teach to create a child-friendly diagnosis. Okay, so let's start with the first question. What is a child's diagnosis? Okay, child's diagnosis in this case is ADHD. All right, what are the child's strengths? Well, this kid is very creative. We talked about divergent thinking when we talked together. He's definitely a visual learner. He is just like athletic. Okay, great. Now, what are his challenges? Well, his challenges, working memory is definitely challenging. And let's see, attention, of course. Prioritizing tasks is really challenging for him. Okay. So it's done it in a nice 5th grade child-friendly way. So for you, ADHD means your brain is built in a way that makes being creative, thinking in different and unique ways, learning visually, and being athletic come easily. However, it can make remembering things, paying attention, and deciding what task to do first a bit more difficult. So this is a great start. And if I need something that's a little more little kid friendly, I can say, do it again for a 2nd grader. And it's going to change the language so that it's a little more appropriate for a younger child. So for you, having ADHD is like having a super brain that's really good at coming up with cool ideas, learning by seeing and playing sports, but sometimes it can make it a little harder to remember things, pay attention, and choose what to do first, right? So, and what about if the child is actually older? Let's do it for an 11th grader. And now I have slightly more sophisticated language to explain it to an 11th grader. So your brain is uniquely wired, enhancing your creativity, divergent thinking, visual learning abilities, and athleticism. However, it can pose challenges with working memory, maintaining attention, and prioritizing tasks. So this is a really easy way for kids to understand what's going on in their brain when they have a neurodivergent profile. Now, sometimes this isn't enough. So maybe we want a metaphor. So give me a metaphor for ADHD using, let's say, Minecraft is something that the kid is really interested in. And so now we have this cool metaphor for Minecraft. But you know what? Not every ADHDer loves Minecraft. The kid I'm thinking of actually is a musician. So let's say, do it again for music. So having ADHD is like being the conductor of a grand orchestra where each instrument represents a different part of your brain. However, just like a conductor, you might find it challenging to keep all the instruments in harmony. That's so cool. And so whatever the child's interest, we can kind of create a metaphor that's going to help us understand. All right. I hope that was helpful and inspiring for ways that you can find all kinds of different ways to explain these important nuances to kids, no matter what the age is. And thank you so much for everything you're doing to help kids build their incredible, amazing brains.